1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. Any better? Fingers crossed that's going to be better. There's always a slight obstacle, isn't there, to overcome. Hopefully we've got it. Yeah, we're on. I hear you. Right, we're on. Good evening, everybody. We're up and running. The first thing I need to say, I've not seen you all since, but we made it. 10,000. We hit 10,000 subscribers. Can't believe it. I tried to do a little thank you video to you all. It was a very exciting moment in the household when we hit the 10,000 subscribers. So thank you, all of you. Someone sent me a message saying we're going to get to 10 million one day. Slightly ambitious. But we like being ambitious and bold. So what's everyone been up to? Anyone done any stone carving? So I was just saying, I don't know if you heard me because of the sound situation, I was saying you might see a lot of me over the next couple of weeks because before I go and volunteering in France, I have got a lot of carving to get through. I've got a bit of a backlog. I got a 60th birthday carving. Joe's been trying to do some carving. So I got a 60th birthday carving landed on me on Monday. Not one you can say no to. The CEO of the company I work rang me up on my personal phone. You can't really say no to the CEO, can you? So I've got to sort that one out. What have we been trying to carve? Bri, have you done any stonework this week? I know last time I saw you mushrooms and bird baths. I wonder if Ryan's been carving any letters on slate. I've had a lovely message from a lady whose husband's been carving an Otto memorial stone. Poor dog passed away just before Christmas. They've done a great job. They've just given me permission to share it with you. So after this, I'll share that with you. Evening, Ryan. Any carving? We're just talking about who's been carving this week. People have been trying to carve. Have you been working on some slate? So all you channel members, have you noticed that you got the discount code for Evolution Power? Another house sign. The commissions are coming in fast, Ryan. Is that piece of slate I saw on your Instagram? Have you been making mushrooms, Bri? Or have you been walling? I've taken on a walling project. I probably shouldn't, but it's only a day and a half's work in Reno. I'm off to Reno to build a wall. Old snooker table. Nice. Quite like it. It's like the one I got was like a green slate. Worked really well for carving. Wonder if we've got anyone new in the chat this evening. Any new people to the channel? Anyone come over from different platforms? So we're classed as influencers now on with the channel. Now we're at 10,000 subscribers. Apparently we're officially an influencer. Not sure what I'm influencing, but what have we got here? Yep. Been busy walling. Lettering. Well, slate you get from a snooker table is cheaper than the other slates you buy. It's Welsh slate is obviously the best, but it's not always consistent. The slate on a snooker table depends on the quality of the snooker table. But no, the stuff I had, I was very happy with it. I just bought the reclaimed slate water tank after that, so never needed to buy another one. And you wanted to buy some chisels. Well, there's obviously I will always recommend Southern Stone Limited for chisels. They've got some great stuff. But I've also noticed recently, I think, are they called Rock and Chisel? Oh, that's Welsh as well, is it? Your stuff from your snooker table. Oh, nice. You've got some good stuff. I think, is it called Rock and Chisel? I've got a bit of an offer on chisel sets at the moment, which do look really nice. I've never tried them. I'm not sure they're a British company. There is some nice stuff. But yeah, Southern Stone Limited. Take your discount code with you. Get yourself over there. If it's a birthday, you'll save a little bit of money. Bride's been busy walling. I'm restoring a dam. That's what I've been doing this week. So I'm doing it. I've not started the face work yet, so the face work I'll possibly start on Saturday. But now I'm restoring a dam. At the minute, I'm just getting the pipe work underneath or through the bottom of the dam, so I can put controlled pipe on it. So I'm going to keep saying it throughout the evening because obviously different people drop in at different times. It's thank you all for subscribing. We hit the 10,000. Super amazing. Obviously, I wasn't around last week, but it was a very excited household. Well, I was very excited. I'm not sure about the rest of the household, but I definitely was. Just going to move you a little bit just because I just need to get in this bottom. So, Joe, when I said, is anyone new to the channel? Is that you? Were you answering that with yes, you're new? Coming over from a different platform? Maybe TikTok? Well, welcome aboard. And are any of the channel members, maybe Connor will be on later and Ryan's and Bryce, anyone going to take advantage of some discount codes? What you get being a channel member. The Evolution one is actually a great discount code. I know 10% is not the biggest discount in the world. They've got some great stuff on their site. There's some really correct. They've got some great stuff. Well, welcome aboard, Joe. There's some great stuff on their site, Evolution. If you've got any DIY projects planned this year, anyone in the market for some new saws, like I said in the video, it's not just stone masonry products. Everything on their site, you're getting 10% off. It's a great discount, that. And then you've got the True Start Coffee Company. That coffee at 30% off is great coffee. Definitely try and take advantage of that. I'm off to Evolution on Friday to test out a new stone saw. They reckon it's light years ahead of everything else on the market. I'll be giving you an honest review on that. I'm going to bring it back with me. I'm going to take some videos, some little shorts while I'm on at Evolution. So I'm super excited to see that. What's the website? A few more commissions before I was allowed to buy any more. Cut your own stone. So the website is just Evolution Power. So if you're a channel member, you get early discounts. So this is to Joe and anyone else who's new to the channel. So we do a channel membership thing, so it's 99p, and you get early discount codes, and you get a few little extras like Brian and Ryan. You get your name in a different colour on the screen, and you get a little sticker, I think you call it, next to your name, which changes monthly. And we try and give out early discount codes. So we've got True Start Coffee and Evolution Power. So if you were to go on Evolution Power website, anything you buy from them, you put in the code off the video, you get 10% off. If you go on True Start Coffee Company, anything you buy from them, all their sustainable coffee. And I'm not saying, I would tell you honestly, if it wasn't very nice, it's lovely. It's really lovely. I've rattled through it with all the stuff they sent me. You get 30% off them, guys. Southern Stone Limited, selling chisels and stonemasonry stuff. You're getting an extra 5% off them. They have said they will up the discount the more people use it for you guys. I'm not making commissions on these. I'm just passing on the savings. And I should have my first little bit of merch. The only reason really I've done it too much, this merch thing, is because a few people have asked for it. But also at the same time, I need to wear it in a few videos for going to Evolution. Hopefully it's ready in time. Not long left. So I'll have merch. Merch available. The TheStoneRanger merch. And it's a local guy who's designed it. He's a bit of an artist around my area. So it's nice to have someone local. I was hoping to pick it up today anyway, but I haven't. So what's the video? Southern Stone discount code. It's not invalid by now. Keep using that code. So maybe I'll do a refresher on that video just so you all know, because it is an older video, but that code is still live, still saving money. Maybe I'll contact Tim at Southern Stone and say I might just do a little revamp on that video, try and push some sales his way. He's a great guy, Tim. And then the Evolution code, that's on a little video. So you get early access to these as channel members. And this saw what they're going to start selling on Friday. You guys are going to be some of the first people to see it. So if I make a video about it, it's not on the market yet. There's no videos available. There's no photos unless you work for them. And I'm going to this exclusive event on Friday, 2 days, and I'll be showing you the content from there. So you'll be some of the first people to see it. So it's a stone saw, cordless stone saw. I've already got an Evolution saw, which is great. Cuts fantastically well. But this is a cordless one. And we're going to be bringing it back to the TheStoneRanger workshop. And we'll test it, put it through its paces together. See how it pans out. If it's good, we'll give it a thumbs up. If it's not as good as they reckon, I like to be honest with you all. Wonder if we'll see Connor this evening. So Joe, new to the channel. It's you've jumped over from TikTok. Did you see a carving video, walling video, or have you watched a few of the videos? Seven thumbs up. And we're going to break that. We aim for 20, don't we? It's. I wonder if we can make it to 20 tonight. I know I don't ask you. I do ask you all to go off and subscribe and like to hit the 10,000 goal, because we've already done it. Great to watch. You've been watching both. Nice. I'm not sure how many people get coming over from different platforms, but I do try and encourage it a little bit. So how does everyone feel about, so what will it be, the 7th, 9th of February, which will be a Wednesday night carving live, 7 till 9. I will be in France, dry stone walling. Should I make a bit of an effort to try and do a live stream of me carving from restoring this wall, this chateau in France? It might be a slightly earlier in the day. because we have to sit down and eat too much good food and drink too much good wine every day. It's a real problem I've got, actually, that it's having to go out there and volunteer in the sunshine, a bit of time at the pool, good, decent meals, and extremely good quality wine. But I think I should make a bit of an effort to let's try and get you a stream going from France. I'll have to have a look at what my data is like abroad. I don't want it to cost me too much, eh? How long will I be out in France? I'll be out in France for a week. I'm going to a place called Noyers, which is Chablis. Well, I say a week. We're actually going a day late this year because work, school commitments for one of the guys I'm going with. Actually, the England international footballer. Lucy, lucky one clipped. Nice work. Trying to learn to carve in spare time. Well, it's nice to have a bit of spare time if you've actually got spare time. And carving, it's very therapeutic. The problem with you have a carving, I suppose it'll be like all masonry though. It becomes addictive. You just want to do more. Ryanel and Brian will tell you this. And Connor, if he was on with his lathe work, you just start and you come home and think, right, I'll do a bit of carving, but actually you've got other stuff to do. It becomes very addictive. I really like carving logos. One of the ones coming up, well, I've got a few logos, but the one which is for a 60th birthday for the CEO, that's a logo. It feels strange looking at the subscriber count, because we were trying to get to that 10,000, and it was quite intense towards the end. I was checking it quite regular. I went fishing with my dad and my mate, and we were I don't know, like 16 away, and they were like, check it, or they'd be saying, I'd be checking it all the time if it was me. One of them said, and I hit that 10,000, and I was, I didn't actually tell anyone until I was probably 2005 or 6, just in case, like, be a really cruel joke from my family if I told them all and then they unsubscribed. I'm not even sure if they do subscribe, but I had this horrible feeling, and then they'd be on 9,999. That's exactly what they like. Oh, that owl on Southern Stone actually is quite cool. I've looked at that. I've always stayed away from owls because I've got a friend or someone who is a stonemason. I say a friend. I know him well enough, but it's probably not on friendship level. I know him, but he calls a lot of owls, so I've stayed away from him really. But he's a decent guy. He lives near me. He's actually getting better at lettering. He's not really a letterist, but he carves a lot of owls, and they're really cool. They're really nice. He does a great job of them. He's doing it full time, so he'll be happy for the spring sunshine to come out, and everyone's wanting something in the garden. It can feel a long, cold winter when you're on your own in a workshop and everything's cold around you. That stone doesn't half hold on to that cold weather some mornings. So I had one of the most painful things happen to me, I think, what you can have happen to you actually, and maybe you'll all disagree, but God, it's painful. It's up there with walking into, standing on a plug in the middle of the night or a piece of Lego. So I bashed my front of my leg right on my shin, on my tow bar on my car, and I was really going for it. Do you know, like when you've got like you're doing a forceful walk. I'm going to sharpen my chisel as I'm talking. When you're doing a forceful walk, a purposeful walk, shall we say, towards the boot to put something in. I was putting hay bales in there. Just got 5 hay bales ready for the goats. Purposeful walk, bang straight into it. Oh wow, it hurts so much. I was in the car park at work, so I was trying not to curse out loud. Oh, so this question got asked to me the other week. So the only reason I carve like this on an easel is just for you guys. It makes better viewing. I prefer it on my workbench, flat, built up, so I can lean over it. It's nicer. But saying that, one thing I have done, this took some getting used to. It doesn't hurt my back anywhere near as much having it upright like this. If you don't get it right when it's flat on the bench at the right height, it can be painful, and you don't realise until it's too late and it's painful. But this is all for you, not just you personally, but this is all really to make it better viewing experience. One of the first ones I carved upright like this was a live stream for 6 hours for a charity event. So it was a bit of a baptism of fire. I've done a bit of Celtic design, yeah. Done a few bits and bobs. Actually, I've done a lovely Celtic lattice knot. I really enjoyed that. Do you know, like the over and under? Really enjoyed the knot. I've had a guy over from Luxembourg do some knot designs and send them to me, and I carved them. He sent me like a PDF. I enjoyed doing that. I've done, well, actually, and what have I done as a historic design? So have you, locally to me, there's some stones in the Peak District what have got royal protection. So it's all part of the ley lines and the energy lines. And they've got these royal stones around them. They're all carved with the royal family. They're all carved with the royal initials on them as like a protection. So it's a cultural heritage, English heritage feature. So you have to have special permission even to go near them. Well, one got damaged, and I didn't really give it much. I didn't give it too much weight when I first did it. It's like, oh, it's just another carving. So I had to have some guy come out from Heritage England and watch me as I removed it, making sure I didn't disturb anything under the ground and there was nothing exposed. I had to take it away and I had to make a replica of a stone that had Queen Victoria's initials on. And while we were doing it, we changed it to the King's initials, and then we put it back in place, and then it got filmed. So that was pretty cool. So that's a historic piece of carving we did. What other piece of historic carving have we done? A couple of bits of restoration work, just some carvings what were over lintels and bits, and I've had to take a rubbing of them for a church and try and restore them. A couple of old headstones I've had to do. But no, the Celtic designs, I like the Celtic knots. I like a bit of Nordic work, so I've got this Nordic festival coming up, so I'll be carving some Nordic themed bits and bobs. I did do that kind of like, what was it, like a Viking? I carved a Viking only like a couple of weeks ago just because I needed something to carve. I'd left it to last minute with work and I didn't have anything prepped, so we'll do a Viking ready for the Viking festival. It might drum up a bit of support. I actually got a little bit of backlash from that because it turns out Vikings don't have horns on their helmets. Apparently Hollywood's done that. So, and my Viking had horns on its helmet, so I got told off for that. So I might have to do a bit of homework before I go to this Nordic soul skin festival, drinking my mead and stone carving and eating at a banquet while I'm dressed in Hessian sacks. No, so I'm happy with that, Rudy. It's yeah, it's a pretty cool. I've done, to be honest with you, I forget what I've done, and I have to get talking about it. I was talking to someone at work today and about bits, and I forget all the cool stuff I've done for all the cool people. And then when you get started, you start then thinking, oh, what about this and what about that? People have to point them out to me. Got to remember, so when we were stone carving for like 7, 8 years, it was such an intense time doing so many jobs to just be one after another. And I used to find it quite embarrassing. People come say, oh, that's really good. And that I'd be like, yeah, well, we just kind of do it. We just get on with it and we just do it. And it was quite embarrassing at times. So I always kind of played it down a little bit. I'm just going to have a swig of my tea. So any of you guys who are wanting to use these discount codes, if you want to try and get them early, if you want to join the TheStoneRanger community for the extra 99p, you really don't have to. It's optional. I will always give all my advice for free. I say this quite often. What we do, I want to be completely free and accessible to people, whether they've got a yacht in Monaco or they're struggling to make payments on their gas bill. I want to make it accessible to everyone. So if anyone wants to have a go at carving and looking for some advice, they want to just get going, they'll always find it for free on my channel. I like the idea that we're helping out, in a strange way of our own. But we do have this 99p thing, and all it is for, it's not for me to make money, because you'd be absolutely mortified if you knew how much YouTube took of that 99p. But I just put it in a little pot, and then we get to a certain amount, and maybe I can buy a new camera. So I did buy a new camera. The quality of the videos can be better, because the old one had a tough life with all the dust, the original one. And maybe I can, like the mic I've got on now is a new mic rather than running off the phone. We've got a clip-on mic. So that's all I'm doing with it, letting it build up until we get sometimes 40s, 50 or a couple £100 from video revenue. All goes into a pot, and we're just trying to upgrade your viewing experience. So if you wanted to join the channel membership, you should find a link possibly on the screen. There might be like a dollar sign in the bottom corner. You might be able to find it through that. I know that's the tips area, but also you should be able to find it on the channel membership. And if anyone's interested and they can't find it, let me know, because I'll put a link on the community tab later on for people to see. How's the weather for everyone today? It has been glorious for me. So how's this coming across on camera? What are we thinking to this Highland cow? Are we liking it? We're not getting people in the comments dropping in saying, "Oh, I really like that." We're not. I'm just carving away. What do you reckon? Is it going to work? Looking good. Oh, thanks. That's it's always nice to know. You're never really sure, because I'm just carving away, engrossed on it. It's sometimes I need you guys to be my eyes and say, "Oh, this is looking good," or "I won't bother doing another one of these." needs to be honest with me. And also, so while I've got a couple of you on, hopefully we're not all the regulars. People drop in and out at different times. But is there any way? Are you guys wanting to buy anything? What would really help you out with your stonemasonry journey? Whether you're new to it or like Joe, you're already a stonemason. You're just wanting to hone your skills in different areas. Are you looking to buy stuff? Do you want me to reach out to companies and try and use the weight of our 10,000 subscribers and us being an influencer now, where I can get you some discount codes? Now that is cool. That's good timing. That's what we were just looking for, someone to drop in and tell us that. So is there any way you wanted? Is there anything you wanted from me? Well, I can help you out. You guys help me out by subscribe. Can I go out there and try and get you some discount codes? I'm trying to get a discount code for you guys at the minute for, have you heard of OB1? Like glues and silicons and mastics. So apparently they've got some really good waterproof ones and ones that go really well with stone. So I'm trying to get a discount code for them for you. So I'm working behind the scenes for all them channel members to be able to get some benefits from their 99p. If you add up all them, add up all them discount codes, actually, your 99p is going a long way. So if there's a company out there and you think, right, TheStoneRanger, this is what we want. No should protrude. Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. That is a good idea. Well, if I'm doing that, maybe the horns could as well then, and then we take it all back, level it off, and then carve around it. That is a good idea. I like that. That's what we want, feedback. I'm not sure if I'd do the same design. I know I've got one more of them stags to do now. Not a bad thing though. All puts money in the YouTube pocket. I know I've got a Sheffield Wednesday carving to do. Done so many Sheffield United carvings. I've got a Sheffield Wednesday one to do, and it's the vintage Sheffield Wednesday, the nicer one. Not that I'm a Sheffield Wednesday fan. Mighty Chesterfield for me. I forgot to ask Joe where they are from in the world. UK based. I'm not sure if you're still on, but if you are, it'd be nice to know where you're from. So, are any of you guys planning on coming on the free dry stone walling lesson that I've going to be releasing the dates for soon? I don't know if you know about it. So I'm going to put a couple of dates to one side. I'm going to invite first come first serve really, who wants to come and learn to dry stone wall with me for a weekend in the Peak District, completely free of charge. Come and have a go. Try your hand at it. Just wondered if any of you guys are interested in that, or you've already marked the video that you're going to, as soon as I release the dates, you're going to send me a message. Because if you are, I'm releasing the date for it on Friday. Little tip there. And because obviously it's a first come, first serve situation. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Just belted the camera. Give you all a bit of a concussion. So if anyone is tuning in now and they're thinking, I want to give this a go, well, do it. That's the first thing I'm going to say. But to be able to give it a go, what you need to do is subscribe to the channel. Go and check out all the videos on stone carving, lettering, dry stone walling, tips and tricks, discount codes, what tools you might need, reviews. There's over 330 videos on the channel now. Go and have a look at them. And if you do carve something, send it to me. Not enough people are sending me what they're working on. Send it in. I want to see it. I want to share it with everybody. Send me some pictures. I've got one to share with you later on the community tab where Sylvia's husband's been carving a memorial stone for their dog what's unfortunately passed away. I've got to go visit my friend who does this, but I'll subscribe. Okay, well, if you subscribe and visit your friend, that's we're all right with that, aren't we? But thank you for subscribing. Is your friend doing it in the UK? Already subscribed, apparently. Wow. We've obviously left an impression that you couldn't remember. I'm only joking. But I do appreciate you subscribing and trying to subscribe twice. That's nice. Where can you send a photo? So you can send a photo to TheStoneRanger 08@gmail.com. So Connor normally puts it on the screen. Brian might be able to do it. I can share Ryan's. Perfect. We'll share that. It's so hopefully Brian or Ryan could put it on the screen for me. My email address. So it's a StoneRanger08@gmail.com. Or you can send it on Instagram if that helps, if it's easier for you. So you'll find me on the Stone Ranger there. There should be a link in the bio to Instagram. So what I like to do when people do send me pictures in, I like to stick them on the community tab. Thanks, Mark. It's misspelled. Oh, it is misspelled. That is not. Yeah, no, that's not the right one, Brian. That's not right. You need a G in that. Don't send it to that. So what I do when people send it in, I like to stick it on the community tab, let everybody see what they work, tag you in it if I can. Let everyone see it. It's always nice to see what other people who are carving stone, people who follow the channel, what everyone's up to. There we go. Thank you, Bri. So I said on my thank you video, I'll see you all at 20,000. I'm not sure I'm committed to telling everyone we need to subscribe and get to 20,000 yet. I think when we've got 1,000 to go, maybe we will, but I think we'll naturally get there. It'd be nice one day too, but I don't think we're going to go for the hard sell on 20,000 like we were pushing to get to 10,000. I think let's give it 12 months to see where we're at. It would be nice to get there by the end of the year if possible, but it's a big ask. It's taken me 3 years to get to 10,000. So to do 10,000 in what we got, 9 months. see where we're at the end of the year. Yeah, we'll not do the hard sell on that. No, you just need that one viral video, and you're surprised how much traction you can get. Yeah, I think what is the definition of a viral video? How many views do you need to get for a viral video? So as people are always on this, I don't know if it's on this platform, but especially like a TikTok platform, people are always pushing. They're trying to make their living out of it, maybe, or trying to become a recognised name so they could do it as a living. I suppose they're always looking for that one viral video. So it's different for us. I quite like just the community and just the chatting away and the carving. It's I quite like the simpleness for us. I suppose with a viral video becomes more opportunities. What then I can pass on to you, that's one. Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl videos. Yeah, maybe I could start dancing on screen. Follow all the trends. So I've just started humming that song Anxiety because that's one of the trends at the minute. I saw Will Smith pop up on my YouTube channel the other day, dancing around. Maybe if things get desperate, maybe we'll start doing that. But I think where we're at the minute, I'm quite happy. I mean, we'll stick to carving cows and deers, logos, and all different football signs. And I've got the Sheffield Steel Dogs logo to carve, and that's actually returned the favour. So the Sheffield Steel Dogs has come about is because a friend of mine, my daughter, likes the Sheffield Steelers, and she's going for a hard time in a minute with getting all the university stuff ready for the end of the year, A levels, lots of pressure. Being an 18-year-old teenage girl, and I bought her a shirt of the Sheffield Steelers, and he got it signed by the whole team for her. So in return, he wouldn't take anything for it. So in return, I'm going to carve in the Steel Dogs logo. He's a decent guy. He's Anthony. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to move you again. So what did everybody think to the carving, the simple have a go carving with just getting a piece of stone, drawing a leaf on it? Did everyone see the short on that? Practice your stone carving. So I'm thinking about making that into a full length video. I don't make as many full length videos as I used to because obviously I'm going live on a Wednesday. Bits of shorts here and there. I'm not doing the full videos. So I might make it practice your stone carving, simple and effective way. Do I dare ask if Donald Trump's managed to sort a peace deal out yet, or he's taking the credit for a peace deal yet? Anyone watch the news today? Zelensky's been bullied. King Trump. It's no, I can't. I don't know how I feel about it all. No. Someone on the radio said Donald Trump's problem is he's believing his own hype, where he's a really good negotiator, but actually he's atrocious, and Putin's just running rings around him. So we got 10 thumbs up, did we? We made it to 10. It's exciting, isn't it? Tell you what is exciting. So I'm geeking out with this. I had my new inverter fitted on my batteries for my house today. So I've gone from they installed the wrong one. They installed a 13.5 kilowatt inverter, meant to be a 15 kilowatt inverter. So now my batteries are charging quicker. So I'm on the tariff where I have certain time slots through the day at cheap energy. So I have 15 kilowatts of batteries in the workshop, which I can charge up at 12.5 pence a kilowatt hour. And then when the rest of the time it's 25 pence a kilowatt hour, I'm only using it at 12 pence a kilowatt hour. So I'm keeping my bill down. Quite an expensive house to run, if I'm honest. Oh, what's happened here? There we go. Electric wise, it's not the cheapest house. It's a 300-year-old house. So it's got an air source heat pump, which are a fantastic machine. But when they're not, they want to be used in an efficient house, a well-insulated, efficient house. So they're just topping up your heating. Mine is spinning, like proper spinning. So to be able to have the batteries is really helpful. And they're going to be hooked up on May the 6th or that week to 24 solar panels. So I shouldn't really have an electric bill all summer. And that's really going to look at an electric car. What's people's opinions on electric cars? I think if you have an electric car with my supplier, I can get my electric down to 7 pence a kilowatt hour. So they'll also buy it back because I'll have excess energy through the day with the solar and the batteries. They'll buy it back off me. So in theory, I could buy my electric at 7 pence a kilowatt hour and sell it back to the grid at 15 pence a kilowatt hour for when I have spare electricity in my batteries. When the sun is out and the solar energy is like today, the weather where I am today, beautiful, 15 degrees, really nice. I'd have been making money, which would be a shocker for the electric in my house. 11 thumbs up. Thank you, everybody who stuck a thumbs up on there. That's always like double figures. So if there's anyone watching right now and they appreciate a carving of a Highland cow, double tap the screen. That's all you've got to do. Double tap the screen, and you will like this video. Even if you don't like it, double tap the screen. It does wonders for getting a bit of traction behind the channel. Oh, a little friend. Getting a little bit of traction behind the channel. Maybe the YouTube algorithm will promote us, it will get us out there. And you never know. By you doing that, it might put our video in front of somebody who wasn't expecting it, who really could do it right now. You would be surprised of my inbox who people who've stumbled across this channel, who have been suffering with their mental health, and have found a little bit of comfort in doing some stone carving. I've had so many messages of people saying, stumbled across your channel and really enjoyed it, watched a few videos and thought I could give it a go. Really needed it in my life because it's feeling a bit down, things are a bit grey and a bit doomy. So I bought a set of chisels. On the set of chisels you reviewed, cheapest chisels on the internet for like £12.50 delivered. Bought them, had them shipped to my house, went in the garden, got a piece of stone and decided I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to try and carve it. He said it's not as easy as you make it look, but what I've been doing for them couple of hours while I've been carving, I've not been thinking about all the negative thoughts what I was having before. So I get a lot of messages along them lines, or people who have taken up retirement and have found themselves with not knowing what to do and have decided to give stone carving a go because they've stumbled across the channel. So by you hitting the thumbs up button or you sharing this video, you never know who you might just put it in front of. If the YouTube algorithm will give it a bit of a promote. So by you doing that, we're sticking it in front of people who could just do with it today. Or they just want to come, sit in the chat, sit watching, maybe not even put anything in the chat, listening to a bald, middle-aged northerner carving something what resembles a Highland cow while chatting to people around the world. Mark and Brian, Rudy and Joe and Ryan, just chatting away. And what we do, if anyone's new, Brian will get involved in that if he's here. Top of the hour, 8 o'clock, halfway through we are this evening of our live stream. Don't know how this started, but we've kept it going. We'll just have a chat about what we've had for our evening meal. It's a bit random, but it kind of works. I've had fish cakes and asparagus. Beautiful they were, with a nice parsley sauce with some carrots as well. Very, very tasty. I really enjoyed them. Anyone going to let us know what they've had for their evening meal? I know it's a random part of the thing. You're probably on here to talk about stonemasonry, but we're talking about what we've had for our evening meal and fish cakes. And people finding the channel helpful when they need it at times. But that's what this channel is all about. Quarter pounder. Woo! You've raised the bar. I love a quarter pounder. Homemade from get it delivered? Or is it one you've knocked up yourself? Bri always has a 2-course. Bri's wife is always making him 2 courses. Anyone got any advance on a quarter pounder? Homemade. Ooh. Has anyone got any advance on a homemade quarter pounder? Well, I know we're not talking too much about stonemasonry or tips and tricks on the channel as we're going, but if anybody has got any questions, please feel free. Send them in. Or if you don't want to put it in the comments, send me an email. You'll be able to scan back through the comments. The email address is on there. No advance on a quarter pounder. Bryce still probably tucking into his 2 courses. Here he goes. Steak and ale pie from Chatsworth Farm Shop with baked potatoes and asparagus. And what was the second course, Bri? Because that sounds good. We're motoring on through here. It's going quite well, time-wise. Homemade extra creamy rice pudding. Always likes the 2 course. Do you know? I think is my camera getting a bit fogged up? It's very cold tonight in my workshop. We've had such a beautiful day, and the sunset was amazing. It was like I was in South Africa. But it's going to be a cold one tonight. Log burners on for when I finish. Evening, Connor. Just in time to tell us about your evening meal. Hope you've had a good day. Thirteen thumbs up we've got there. That's unlucky, isn't it? Are we superstitious? I forgot to say, no, I didn't forget to say that. I don't know why I said that. I was going to say, Connor, we made it to the 10,000. I've not seen you all since, but had a little party pop and poof. It's 10,000. Super excited for that. Can't believe we managed to do it. 10,000 subscribers. And Connor celebrated with pork chops, mash, with a stupid amount of gravy. Well, the only thing what could make that better is a generous helping of horseradish or something, or some Coleman's English mustard, and then you're on there. You're on for a winner. So last week I couldn't. Well, for 2 weeks I've not been able to join you for stone carving live. So I went fishing on the River Trent, which was great. Lovely, nice barbel. We all caught a barbel. Well, actually, no, 3 out of the 4 caught a barbel. And then last week I was in the Lake District on a training course for specific needs, learning all different bits of terminology, all different ways we can make things a little bit more accessible, which was good. Yeah, you did congratulate me. You're right. I just meant that we'd not been on a live since, to say thanks for the support, and that's everyone. That's a stretch, isn't it? Yeah, 10,000 subscribers. We're officially classed as an influencer now. Not allowed to say that in front of my daughter, though. She said it's cringy. Oh, that is right in the way. Making a right meal of that tonight. I genuinely have the best community of people on YouTube. Could be the smallest community of people on YouTube, but it's the best. I was saying this to somebody the other day. I was saying we have an unbelievable community on the TheStoneRanger. They are the best, and people can drop in and out. We cannot see them for weeks, months at a time, and they just come back in, and that's just the way it works. It's a great place to be. And it's only going to get better. We've had a couple of new people in tonight. We've had Joe's come over from TikTok to join us. Lots of lovely people about. We're motoring on here. We're doing quite well, aren't we? Might be a nice early bath. To be honest, I need it because I got woken up. This is going to sound absolutely ridiculous. By my washing machine sending a message to my phone telling me there was a problem with the water and it couldn't finish its cycle. I don't need to know that at 5:30 in the morning. But once it had woken me up, I went to see what it was, and then my wife's Shih Tzu saw the reflection of me in the glass window as I was walking. So she thought there was somebody in the house. She started barking, and then it just wakes you up enough that you struggle to get back to a decent sleep. And I just couldn't really get back to a decent sleep until about 10 minutes before I needed to get up. So a nice early bath wouldn't be a bad thing really this evening for me. Busy at work at the moment. And on Saturday, I'm just starting a 10-day... No, I'm not. I'm starting a 7-day stretch of days at work. And it all comes to an end. My gaffer, my boss, who I've worked with for 2 years to build this amazing thing at work, what we do together, blindsided me with a promotion. He got promoted to the head ranger. So he's gone up a decent amount, and he'll be fantastic at it. And I'm really glad he's doing it. But he's leaving at the end of the month, and then the month after, the other guy's getting made redundant. So with that coming to an end in May, financial year end, we're going to get there, and I'm going to France just to say, let's just leave it there and come back and start fresh. Your washing machine never speaks to you. That's a terrible thing to say about your wife. It's my washing machine is too clever for its own good. It's a Samsung washing machine, and I mean, it does a good job. It's clever, does what it does, but you put it in and it doesn't wash anything for the first 2 or 3 minutes. It calculates what it's doing. I'm just going to move this camera because I've got a feeling we've got a load of condensation on the screen there. So it calculates what it's doing for the first couple of minutes, is to say, right, this is how much weight's in there. These are your delicates. You need to go on for this amount of time. and then decides it's that clever, it's going to send me a message at middle of the night to wake me up. I mean, it sent me a message the other day at work saying the door was open. It told me when my wife was taking the washing out to put on the washing line. I'm going to have to turn it off. It's too much. Did you see that one company got in trouble in China because the toaster was recording their conversations? It was taking information on them so they could do like what do they call it when they target you with sales and stuff you talk about? But the toaster was doing that, gathering information. I can just imagine you stood next to your toaster going, oh, I'll just have some honey on this. Oh, I'm running low on honey. Right, toaster's clock that. Before you know it, you're getting bombarded with adverts for organic honey delivered to the house. Be there in 20 minutes. These people are clever. No, you're right, Connor. It's getting turned off. I don't need it. I've never turned the news reports back on my phone because like headline news stuff, what used to ping through since COVID, I've left it off. Too much. You can have too much you can have too much Boris Johnson in your life. And I learned that in COVID. The man was quite funny when he was zip lining or rugby tackling them kids. It wasn't too funny when he was doing a daily update about COVID. All too much. Too much Boris. Absolutely flying on through here. What time is it? Just gone 1:15. So I'm working this week, but I'm thinking Friday night I'm possibly going to have to try and get a bit of stone carving in. And if I tell you guys, maybe I'll commit. Friday night, if anyone's around, I'm going to try and do a bit of carving. I normally have a swim on a Friday night, but getting a bit of a backlog. So if anyone wants to join me, maybe we could have a beer at the same time, seeing as it's a Friday night, or a glass of wine. You just dry it. I read that as dry your bikini. Then I had to go back and read that. It's yeah. Sometimes you just want to press dry, but tumble dry is maybe needs all these settings because you don't want to overdo your clothes. You can soon ruin a nice shirt by over tumble drying it. I really like the towels. I mean, we're meant to be talking about stone carving, but now we're going to talk about how I like my towels dried in the tumble dryer. I like to start them off on the line. In an ideal world, if the weather's not quite right, they can go around the radiator area. Not too much, you don't want to dry them, they'll be like sandpaper. Take the edge off so you're not using all that electricity, moving all that material, all that moisture. Get them about 50% dry, tumble dry them with a nice tumble dry sheet. And then which will give them a nice smell and they're all fluffy and lovely. Okay, we're moving on to boxing. I'm very excited about Eubank and Ben, actually. I was really disappointed last time when it got called off. Tough fight, both. Last time I was going with Connor. I never really rated Eubank Jr. I think George Groves made him look silly. But George Groves is a lot better fighter than Ben. He's quite aggressive. I think I don't think he's bad at all. I think probably it's tightened up with it's become more of a tighter fight with everything what's happened with the what would you call it? I don't know, is it called doping? He got banned from boxing for, did he say he was taking some of his wife's medicine who was pregnant, fertility medicine, I think, am I right there? It's since that ban, I think it's tightened up, and actually Eubank surprised me against Callum Smith, was it? I think he won the rematch on that. I think he actually surprised me there. I think it all depends on the weight, how they're making weight. But yeah, it should be a good fight. Well, it's a massive fight, isn't it? You get the dads involved in that. Big money making fight. Winner maybe take on Canelo Alvarez. Is that possible? Liam Smith. So yeah, very similar. Very similar. Before, like I was saying, I was for Conor going for it, but something's happened with Chris Eubank since where I used to find him quite cringy and arrogant. Now there's a funny side to him, and I wonder if it's come back. I wonder if this has happened since he lost his brother, didn't he? And I wonder if it's just taking life slightly different since then. When something like that happens in your life, it changes you. And I wonder if it's just changed him, and we're seeing a better side of him now. And his dad's not so involved. The way he was before, I don't think helped. Doing the Matrix style thing in the ring, I wasn't overly keen on, but I think his all round, he's got better. Maybe Ben Shalom is a bit behind that. Is he a Ben Shalom fighter still? But no, yeah, I'm excited for that. And did I see today that Dubois and Usyk, is that happening? Do we know what Joshua's going to do? Is he going to have another fight? Is he hanging it up? He's waiting to see what Fury does? Notice Fury's not looking as on the couch is the boxing term, is it? Where I think he's looking in pretty good shape. He's still training. He's still doing good. He's not said he's fighting, but I mean, if there's anyone in the boxing world who can go back on the word and talk absolute rubbish, it's Tyson Fury. I remember hearing an interview with him on TalkSport where he says that he was never going to take any money for getting paid in boxing ever again. He was going to give it all straight to charity. He didn't want getting paid. Well, how much did he get paid for them last few fights in Saudi? Yeah, I think Fury was the problem is people are wise to Fury's game now with this build it up and watching Joshua lose that fight. I mean, it's still a massive fight, and they'll promote it like it's the biggest fight ever, but it's not got the same feel about it, has it? Usyk's the man. And do you know what? I really like him as well. Really like him. What other fights we got coming up? I do think you're right, though, Connor. I do think they'll both be back. Not sure how much I want to see it, but I think they'll both be back. Joshua's done. He says not, though. I thought he was done, but he says not. I think they're just waiting on Fury, aren't they? I think they're giving him longer than they should. I'm not bothered about seeing it. I mean, I'll watch it and I'll probably chat with you guys about it, but I'm not that bothered about seeing it, really. I was surprised Joshua got so done last time, because even though he's always been chinny and Dubois exposed it, I actually thought his new trainer was going to bring out a better side of him. Ben, isn't it? Ben Davidson. I thought he looked, the fight he had before Dubois, he looked quite good. Might just go down as one of them fights we never actually got to see, or we never got to see in its prime. I mean, like, looking back with hindsight, I know we all wanted the Kell Brook and Amir Khan fight, but did we want it at that stage? No, not really. It was Amir Khan was in a bad way. His body gave up on him. A bit like watching David Haye fight against Tony Bellew. The mind was there, the body just couldn't do it. The hype around Joshua and Ryan, I think they did a good job of promoting him. A bit like Donald Trump's team running that campaign to win. They did a great job of promoting Joshua coming through. And it all landed so well with Charles Martin and people that it just worked. But he got to a level and he got exposed. I didn't mind him as a fighter, and at times I quite rated his power. He got extremely lucky against Klitschko. He got extremely lucky against Dillian White. But there was part of it, I quite liked his vulnerability, and that's probably why I like the fights. But no, he was never as good as they all made out. It all started unraveling for Joshua the first time he lost. Well, obviously, maybe the first time was against Ruiz when he didn't handle that well. But he went back and he got the win. But against Usyk, when he went off on one with the camera after that loss, with the mic in the ring, that didn't do him any favours. I noticed that Dave Allen, yeah. Well, I mean, to win that title, I mean, he beat Parker, and I mean, on that points decision, and that was maybe slightly controversial. Joshua. I mean, he did fight Usyk twice, but the Joshua Parker one, he had a Klitschko one, but if Klitschko had put his foot on the gas, was it the 5th or the 7th? I can't remember. And where he had him, Dillian White popped his shoulder when he had him. Oh, so he wins. Oh yeah, no real wins. Dubois. The problem is Dubois is not a bad fighter, and he's improving. But he's not got that in front of camera, that next level to really make him hugely popular. Did any of you watch the Usyk Dubois fight? I never actually got round to watch it. Yeah, maybe Parker would beat Dubois, but he can seriously bang Dubois, can't he? Feel like we need the next person coming through for boxing, to give it that bit of boom, vavavoom. We're missing somebody. There seems to be a bit of a gap. We've had that real good run, especially for British boxing. We had some good names when we had Carl Froch and we had Bellew. We had so many champions, and we had Scottish guy Ricky Burns, who was brilliant. He won a world title with a broken jaw. I feel like we're just on a bit of a lull now. We didn't get as many people coming out of the Olympics as we did last couple of times. It would be nice to get a few. Oh, Joe Kawasaki was so good. And you knew with Joe Kawasaki with Roy Jones Jr. or who was it he fought before that? Starts with a K. Forget who it was. And he goes down in the first round. He was so good to watch, Joe Kawasaki. My favourite fighter, Kessler, that's it. My favourite fighter is Ricky Hatton. Just loved watching Ricky Hatton. You just got a real Mancunian. He just was Ricky Hatton. So good. I met him once. He was so nice to me. He was so nice to me. I had a right good chat with him. I didn't enjoy watching him trying to do the comeback. Kessler, it was. Kessler was a good fight. Kawasaki was because he fought Carl Froch, didn't he? Joe Kawasaki was unbelievable. There's that other Welsh lad who used to fight, who got trained by Enzo as well. I forget what was he called? Huey. He was quite good. We did have a real good run. There's not many people just drawing my attention at the minute. Even like with the Anthony Crollers and stuff, they were at the cards. What they were producing on Sky at the time there were just so many good fights you could connect with, and people, they were doing it well then. We do talk about some different things on this channel. We know when it's going downhill because we'll start talking about golf. I actually don't mind the Ryder Cup a bit. not a massive. I mean, I'll watch any sport. I'm not a massive golf fan. I was quite impressed with Newcastle at the weekend. We got to 15 thumbs up. Not sure we're making it to 20 this evening, but we'll take 15. We're happy with 15. So it's definitely looking like it's early knockoff for me, which is nice. Like I was saying, stupid washing machine. Not too early, but no, we've done all right there. I think it's just wants tweaking in little places. Yeah, I'm sure some people Bri could never afford the bats. It's no, golf is it's popular, very popular. We might be isolating a tremendous amount of the community. So maybe we'll do that thing like at the end of the news before match of the day started. If you're a golf fan, look away now. It's no, golf is a struggle we've got. I think for golf, for me, fishing ponds can quite often be near golfing venues. Golfers and fishers are like and fishermen are historically don't cross over. And being a fisherman, golf has not been really on my radar. Bit like Bryce said though, he could never afford the bats. I did buy a bat from the boot sale once and bag of balls for like a £5 and spent a very hot summer with a friend of mine. We had a barbecue and we just got these drivers and went at it. And they went in every direction. Yeah, so I suppose I was doing a makeshift driving range. And that was all right. I didn't mind that. But I play a bit of mini golf on VR. Well, I used to. I've not played since I moved house. I've not had time. I was in an IPL cricket league on there as well. But time has gone. Mini golf is fun. Oh, we got to 16. What do we reckon? Can we push this to 20 thumbs up? Is there anyone here now in the comments? Hello, Santa. You've caught us just in time. Is anyone in the comments now can double tap the screen? Let's get to 20 thumbs up before I have to leave for the evening. How are you doing, Santa? How is New York? Many Highland cows in New York? As we're carving a Highland cow this evening. Daughter's favourite animal. That's what I played. Connor, do you have an Oculus? Well, they call it a Meta Quest now. daughter's favourite animal. Well, maybe I'll send you a message, and I can tell you my username, and we could have a game of mini golf or ping pong, maybe. Well, if it's a favourite animal, it would be rude not to show her the Highland cow. So this Highland cow was just an experiment. Well, I think we should. I think it's been a success, this experiment. I think I've learned a few tweaks here and there of what we'll do with the design. I think whoever recommended that we put the nostrils forward, I think that was Rudy. And I think we'll possibly do the same with the horns, and then the rest of it go down. What a success. So what I'm going to do now is get this on the saw, trim it up, square it up, neaten it up, and I think it'll make an all right piece. Maybe once I've trimmed it and polished it and cleaned it, I'll just stick it up for sale. So I've got this thing with things for sale at the minute, is that the more I do, the more commissions people ask me to, and I really struggle with saying no. But I've been saying no. You'd all be quite pleased with me for saying no. But what I think the way I'm going to go forward with it, I'll do a couple of commissions, you know, the ones like the logos, just because I really like the logo. But I think my idea to do it is like the stag, is just carve them. If people want to buy them, they're there, they can buy them. I seem to sell them, so I mean, remember the Simpsons carving I did the other week? Someone bought that off me the other day. So people like buying just random bits of carvings from me. So yeah, I'm just going to carve them and just sell them as I do it. I don't like that. After all them years of being in business and been told what to carve, I like the idea of taking back the control or the power and just carving what I want to carve. People buy it. But we'll still do a couple of logos and bits and bobs. I'm already backtracking, aren't I? You can hear it in my voice as well. No, the plan is to try and get it so we'll just carve what we want to carve. Is slate good to use as a chopping board? Slate is very good to use as a chopping board, especially if you're like me and you kind of like that, the look of it getting marked. I really like that. And rounded edges, round the slate off. Don't keep it square cut. I like to have it pebble effect feel, so really round it round. It's maybe something with like a sin-tried file like this, and then get some. But this is just a cheap. I think these are like £4. They will last you a lifetime. A sin-tried file. Round the edges off, then get some wet and dry. Build up the grit. Build your way through. Lots of water on there, and really polish it. And they make a good chopping board. And the best way to finish it is olive oil. Completely dry it, clean it, wash it, clean it, wash it, dry it. Do it multiple times, get all that dust away. And then if you've polished it, if you're wet and dry to like a 1500 grit, it should be like a mirror when you cover it all with olive oil. Olive oil is obviously food safe because we cook with it and it leaves a beautiful finish. Do I sign my carvings or put a mark on them? No. I'm like Banksy. No one knows who they are once they're out there. Unless they watch YouTube, obviously. No, I don't. But I keep thinking about it. Maybe we do. Maybe we could do a little bit of a thing. Maybe you subscribers. Maybe I might put it out there. You subscribers could come up with a design, send it in, and we'll go from one of them. Maybe send a few in. Maybe I'll make a video about it. Getting new subscribers, send me in a design to my email address. What you think my Mason's mark could be. Doesn't want to take much effort. It doesn't want to be too much. I did always flirt with an ivy leaf. Would be nice. But maybe that we'll put that out there. I reckon it's got to be something simple, just as a mark. I mean, you'd think it's got to go around the TheStoneRanger route. Just in the bottom corner, send me something in, and maybe we'll. Yeah, if you want to get involved in that, I will make a video. But if you guys want a head start on it, send it into TheStoneRanger 08@gmail.com. And make sure you make the most of the Evolution discount code. All them people, so you subscribe, you channel members should have got it early. If you're not a channel member, consider it, because you can save some money. And as I release them out, make sure you take advantage of them. So I work quite hard to get these discount codes for you, and I'm not making commissions on them. I'm not making any money. It's just about getting you guys discount codes. So if you're planning on doing some DIY, this spring is nearly DIY season, isn't it? So bank holiday, I class as DIY season. If you're planning on doing anything, you're thinking, I'm in the market for a new drill or a new chop saw, you just want a new gazebo. You want a new gazebo for the garden as you're working away or having a barbecue. Before you go anywhere else, check out Evolution Power, British-made company, really nice stuff, and you're getting a 10% discount. Just stick in the code, watch the video, write down the code. When you go to your basket and you press checkout, stick the code in there, save yourself a nice 10%. It's definitely worth it. Coffee, True Start coffee, you're saving 30% on that coffee. It's good coffee. 30% is a good saving. Southern Stone Limited, they will give you another 5% at the moment. I'm working on trying to get a discount on the cutting disc from Duro, OB1, which is a glue company. And if anyone else is considering buying anything, or you want me to reach a company and say, can we do anything with these? Can we get a discount on these? Let me know. Let me reach out to them. Let's try out our newfound power of 10,000 subscribers and see what we can do with it. Let's push it. You guys all deserve something from that. You the guys who hit subscribe, you the guys who are here on the guys and girls who are here on a Wednesday night talking about what you've had for your tea, followed by tumble drying your towels to get the best out of them, followed by a little bit of boxing. So yeah, let's if you need anything, let me know. I can't guarantee anything, but I shall definitely try. So I think I might stop at that for the evening. I mean, I know it's 15 minutes short, but it's nice to get in for an early bath, like I said. Fairly happy with that. Hope you've all enjoyed it. It's been nice to see you all in the comments. Nice to know that Bry's had another 2-course meal this evening. Don't let us down. And I shall see you all next week. And let me know, have a think about it. Should we be doing a live from France? I don't think I got an answer for you all. Shall I try and make it work? I'm in France at the beginning of the month. Dry stone walling around the chateau. Drinking too much good quality wine. Eating too much good quality food. And there might be an idea that I can do a live from France. Dry stone walling. Thank you all for watching. I shall see you all soon.